This is a short story, Riley and Georgia. I was approached by a lawyer, someone I knew. I wouldn't say a professional colleague or a friend, but rather a known professional in the legal sector. One of the partners I did know and had worked with them some years ago. Riley was a strong-minded individual and has been in the industry now for some 20 years, I imagine. Despite this, Riley has only just started to operate her own business. Riley works hard. She joined up with Georgia, a lawyer in commerce, well connected with strong industry presence, known to many in the business community, given her association as a board member with a few not-for-profits. Together, they had it covered. Riley took casework on, and Georgia, who also ran some legal cases, but in the main went to market to win work. Georgia was the real rainmaker. The business was doing well. As with many small businesses, there are issues in managing work and the tasks associated with being a business owner and how to balance those two. Finding and keeping the right people is a constant challenge for small business, and for Riley and Georgia, for the main part, there was no exception. As both Riley and Georgia were reputable practitioners, formerly holding senior positions within highly respected legal firms, they attracted people. Riley in particular had worked on some high-profile cases. We were fortunate, says Riley. I worked at a good firm. I had some good exposure, particularly with some high-profile cases. They were in the press. I worked with some good people, and they naturally moved with me when I decided to leave and set up my own firm. You know, it's funny. Once you work with a client and you have some success, and that could mean either winning or not losing badly, then people stick with you. That goes for staff too. But I found that this also created a problem for me. Because I had more people, I needed to win more work. I offered some new services to the market, for instance, conveyancing. I don't do a lot myself, but it's good for the business. Now I have the reverse. I need more people. I need to pay bills, I need to stay on top and manage the administration. So, to help me with this, I employed a senior lawyer. I delegated a lot to this lawyer. I gave him supervision responsibility, and I think that was my first bad call. I left Colin to run the team. So let me understand this, I said. Basically, you're using Colin to manage, mentor, and develop your biggest asset, your people. So I take it this way you could spend more time in the marketplace to win more work? Yes, that's right. But I was also taking on a lot of administrative tasks, making sure the back office was clean. We have high standards, and consistency in our approach to cases is really important to me. Okay, so how did it go delegating to Colin? Well, not great. You see, Colin's a great lawyer, but his people skills are really poor. And it cost us in the end because, well, we just started to lose people. We started to lose our good people. You know, I was surprised that staff didn't come to see me, or Georgia for that matter, to talk about the problems they were having with Colin. I guess they just thought that Colin was in charge and he would influence us, so what's the point? Okay, so I understand that. So the question is, how are you going to sort this out? Georgia and I, well, we're now doing a bulk of the client work. In the meantime, we're also looking for good people. Downside, there's a backlog of office work to do. And good people are hard to find, right? I ask. Particularly if you've lost a few good ones yourself and you'd like to work in a particular way and have a particular culture, so you're really narrowing down the field. Yes, that's right. It's been difficult trying to replace these people with equally good people. Yes, I'm not surprised, I'd have to say, Riley. In the end, see, what you do is sell time, and that's what's most precious to you. And that's what you need to take care of. As you say, once you've worked with clients and you've had success, however you define that, they are with you for the next transaction and for the next transaction. Look after your people, but delegate the back office stuff. That's the time you want to convert into productive time. Now, how do you propose to deal with Colin? Well, said Riley, I approached Colin and he reacted poorly. In fact, he's now on stress leave. Okay, well, do you want Colin back in your business? Yes, George and I have discussed this and we both agree that Colin's a great lawyer and we're keen to have him because, well, he's got a certain depth of experience and a bit of breadth as well, and has also been in the industry for a long time, so he carries a certain amount of gravitas. It would be bad timing to lose him, particularly on more complex cases where he can be a real asset. Well, we'll have to get Colin back in the room, I think. We'll need to have a conversation with him, and we're going to have to work out how you and Colin are going to work together moving forward. I reckon some form of mediation in relation to that, and that means that you and he can discuss what transpired in the past, what the future looks like, and what role he is to play in that future. Then I think between the three of you, that should take care of the Colin situation. Now, the second issue, you're really going to have to work up a strategy on how to find people. Good people, that is. Yes, said Riley. George and I have also spent a lot of time talking about that, and we've come up with a solution, we think. We're in the marketplace advertising, but we've also targeted specific people. In addition, we're also showcasing at universities to establish a relationship there where we have university students working at our firm during the break. I see. Cadetship or form of cadetship. Yes, that's right. And once students build experience and get close to finishing their degree, they'll then find it easier to transition to our firm, for instance. We've also decided that I will look after the staff and Georgia will look after the marketing and rainmaking. After all, that's her strong suit. Okay, well, that seems to be a strategy there. Now, let's talk about part B. There's another element at play here, and this is your business life cycle. As you know, as you start, you're wanting to establish yourself in the marketplace. You're trying to create some value. You're largely driving the business yourself, and you're also hands-on. But as you develop and grow, and you've experienced this, you start to find new challenges, just like you discovered with your people, how to manage them. You need some good systems and processes, an overall structure. Your role moves from working in the business to a more delegation supervision type role, control and coordination. What's exciting though as you move through these various stages is that you're presented with wonderful opportunities, but you're also faced with some crisis points, as you've discovered. You need more work to feed your people, and then when you get more work, you need more people. And so the cycle continues. So if you don't manage this process particularly well, it could lead to some form of failure. And whilst you've taken positive steps in dealing with your staff, you can now see how a prolonged loss of people results in uncompleted work, essentially taking your business backwards. That's it. You work hard to create value, generate revenue, and grow your business. You've also seen how as your business activity grows, you have less time. So you need to develop some formal structures and processes so you can continue to grow the business. Well, that all makes a lot of sense, said Riley, and I hope you can help with that.